welcome to the Not So Traveling Introvert. Today I'd like to talk about traditions. Yeah, it's that time of year. And the reason I want to talk about it is because I did a new one this year and it made me think of other traditions or things that you get told you have to do because other people have done them many times, many years before you, and those people may be alive or dead. Traditions are a funny thing. A lot of people hold traditions very dear because something that was done 50 years ago has continued throughout maybe family or friends and is now continued. But one thing that is guaranteed in life is change. And I'm not saying that all traditions are bad, but tradition should be flexible, just kind of like themes, which I talked about in a previous episode. And because things change, people change, attitudes change, we learn and we grow. And so doing things that someone who isn't you or hasn't had your experience, or is in a different country from you, or has grown up differently from you, might not be the best move forward. And generally as a society, we seem very against anything that isn't tradition. We seem to fear change or doing things differently is seen as bad. And so I want you all to take a moment today and think about things that you may be doing in your life, not because you enjoy them or but because it is expected of you or because that's the way it's always been done. And I'll give you an example. Holiday cards. I know a lot of people send a lot of cards. And I have people who live no more than 5 minutes away from me that mail me cards. And so that is something they've done. That is a tradition, and that will not change from what I can see. I have previously sent cards in the past. I've sent cards to clients of mine. I've sent cards to people that I've worked with. I've sent cards to say thank you. This year, what I did was I sent voice messages to those people who I'm very close to. Instead of sending cards, A, because a lot of my people are all over the world, and B, not everyone celebrates the holidays per se, and C, because these past couple of years have just been different. Things have hit a little different. And so what I did was I spent half an hour going through this list and sending people a very personal voice message. I did this through WhatsApp, so I didn't call them and say, wait, hang up so I can send you a voicemail. And one of the things about voice messages is people can download them, people can save them. Because one thing people talk about when people die unexpectedly is, oh, I wish I could hear their voice again. And so I sent very personal thank yous and welcome to 2022 early because they know I'm going to hibernate for the next how long, messages. And I was shocked at how many people, A, hadn't done this before, hadn't heard about this before, and B, said it had come at just the right time. Apparently that day, a lot of my friends were having bad days. They were feeling down or lonely or having a bad mental health day, and that voicemail message made a difference. And it is not a tradition, and it is not something that has been handed down to me. It's something that I decided to do really it was for me, but for the people who were listening and the people I was sending the messages to. It was very cathartic. So when you're thinking about stuff that you're doing, don't forget to do stuff for you that adds value to you, that helps you move forward in life towards your goals and your themes for the next year. Not everything has to be about what happened in the past. Think about what can happen in the future. And don't be afraid to make a one-off tradition that you do. It doesn't have to be something that lasts 20, 30, 40 years. It could just be I'm doing this thing now as a one-off tradition. Thank you for listening. This is Janice at thecareerintrovert.com, and I can't wait for you to join me on January 2nd at Bullhorn FM. Go and look for me, bullhorn.fm the Traveling Introvert. So you can join me on the 2nd of January for an amazing interactive version of this podcast. You will be able to call in, you will be able to chat, you'll be able to see me live on video in my best fluffy onesie. I cannot wait to see you there, and have a great rest of your week.